Fit Glow by Valentina. Today I have a very special guest. Her name is Jade. She's a physical therapist and she's going to give us some tips and advice when having joint and muscle pain. I would like to share my story and how Jade became my physical therapist. 1 year ago, I had a very bad injury in my wrist. I had 2 tears. I was in so much pain. I was so frustrated because all my jobs are hands-on. So I went to 2 different physical therapists and I was not seeing no improvement. I almost thought that physical therapist was a waste of time until I met Jade. Just with working with her for 2 weeks, my wrist felt so much better. The pain was so much better. I'm just so thankful that I met her. The reason why I'm sharing my story is to let you guys know the importance of finding a good physical therapist. It makes such a difference. Now, Jade, can you please tell us what to do when we have joint pains and muscle pains?
Sure, yes. Thanks for having me here, Valentina. It's a pleasure to be here and explain things to you guys. I think the most important thing is to make sure you know what type of injury it is and what type of exercises you need. Sometimes it's an exercise could be a concentric exercise that works on maybe elongating the muscles, or it could be shortening the muscles. So most of the time, I like to work on stability with my patients. It depends on what they need for their job. So body mechanics is very important to help prevent further injury. Say a physical therapist gives you an exercise, but if you're doing the exercise the wrong way, it is not going to help the recovery process. If anything, it will make it worse. I've noticed that a lot of places also only offer ultrasound, or put a hot pack or a cold pack on. That only gives temporary relief. What helps to give permanent relief is to work on stabilizing your wrist joint, or the knee joint, or the ankle joint, wherever the pain is. That way your body mechanics is good, whatever you're doing for your occupation, or for your job, or when you take care of your kids, to work on protecting that joint. So you have to work on knowing what type of exercises to work on, not just being on a bike for 10 minutes, or having a hot pack on for 10 minutes, or the electric stim on for 10 minutes.
I just want to jump in real quick. I felt that when I was going to the other therapist, they were doing the same thing
for everyone. So everyone was doing the same thing. We call it the run-of-the-mill, the McDonald's of PTs, right? But I like to focus on more one-on-one interaction, one-on-one. What do you need to do in your job for that particular joint, right? You are using your hands pretty much every day. Every day. You're holding on to something heavy all day. So we have to work on strengthening the joints, right? And we have to work on strengthening it the right way, doing the right type of exercises.
Thank you so much. Now, can you please show us some exercise that we could do at home, and that is going to prevent future injuries?
Yes, of course.
Thank you. Now, Jay, can you please give us some tips and advice? And if you don't mind, can you please start with the knees? Because the knees is my biggest problem. I'm standing all day with work, home, kids, activities, everything, and my knees do tend to hurt a lot. What do you suggest?
So first tip I have for you guys, and for you, and for myself also, is to make sure your knees are locked when you're standing.
Like this?
Just like that.
Don't do that.
Make sure your knees are slightly unlocked when you're standing for a long period of time, because if you're standing with your knees locked like that, it can cause patellar tendonitis, it can cause tendonitis in the kneecap, and that can cause pain. So that's the first tip I have for you guys.
Remember that.
So second tip and advice I have is very simple exercise or activity that you can do at home. It could be from a low chair or a higher chair, from the couch even. So we'll demonstrate using this bench here. Valentina will help demonstrate. All right, so Valentina will sit first, and we're going to start with the feet shoulder width apart, and make sure before you do the exercise that you can see your feet when you lean forward. Perfect. If you can see your feet, then you're in a good positioning. So now the movement I want you to do from here is you're going to kind of lean forward, shift your body weight forward, and you're going to stand up slowly while keeping your heels Now, still in that position, you're going to sit down slowly. Nice control movements. And when you're doing that, make sure you can see your feet. So let's do that again. Okay. Your heels stay down. Make sure you don't lift your toes up. The same thing, coming down nice and slow. Very simple exercise you can do from a sitting position during the day.
And if they're the first time doing it, you suggest a higher chair.
I suggest a higher chair because if it's low, then you have to really do a really low squat, and that can be a little difficult. It's strenuous to the knees. Let's do it standing now.
Sure.
So, third advice I have, squats we do all the time to pick up something off the floor. So now let's work on the body mechanics for squats. So Valentina will demonstrate doing a regular squat, but I want her to hold the squat position for 5 seconds.
Okay.
So feet shoulder width apart first, and when you squat, make sure you can always see your toes.
Check.
Perfect. All right, let's go Valentina. Let's see you do it. Perfect. Can you see your feet?
Yes.
Are your heels down?
Yes.
We're going to hold it. And come back up. Let's do it again. We'll hold for 5 seconds. So we have good alignment on making sure that her knee is aligned with her toe. You don't want the knee pointing that way. You don't want it pointing this way. You want it nice and straight. And come back up. So let's have Valentina turn so you can see how her knee positioning is. All right. Get into the positioning. Good body mechanics. Good posture. Go ahead, Valentina. The feet are down, right? Feet shoulder width apart. Let's have you bend slowly and hold it for 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Excellent. So those are the 3 tips and pointers that I have for you guys for the knee.
Perfect. Thank you so much for all your advice. And if you don't mind, I would love to have you back